Alright, so we're going to be swapping out a stub shaft on a TTB Dana 44. So, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so what we've got here is chromoly intermediate. We got this from Bronco Graveyard. And this is supposed to be a chromoly outer stub. I got it from jigs.com for like 45 bucks. So technically it's for solid axle application. Let's see it now. So solid axle shafts are different than TTB shafts. Your difference is right here. So TTB ones are longer. I made this work by running a thrust washer in here and then machining the difference out of my hub in here. So that way your U-joint is still in the right spot technically, and it worked. But these $45 chromoly shafts, this one I'm surprised isn't actually twisted. So maybe the other one was just a turd. This is what I had on the other side, and it twisted right off. So I'm not really going to trust those anymore. So I ended up getting an actual name brand Yukon chromoly one. So we're going to put that in there. Okay, these Yukon super joints don't use conventional grease. They might call it grease, but what they really use is copper anti-seize. So if you buy it from Yukon, it'll be more expensive, but I just use whatever copper anti-seize I've got. And instructions are really anal about not getting any dirt or grit in anywhere. So I'm just going to try and fill in this little pocket here with extra anti-seize. Fill in that cutout and get it all over the place. Same with this cap. No dirt in there. Fill it with anti-seize. And you run full circle clips on these guys. Don't forget to put them on first, or else you will never get them on without pressing the joint back apart. Sometimes you can't get a full press right here. The groove won't line up all the way. So if that's the case, you usually have a little bit of tension bound up in these ears. So if you have it under pressure in the press, just give it a few taps here and there. It usually relieves that tension. When it spreads open enough, you get your C-clips in there. If you notice this spring I've been running on here too, this is what I run instead of a C-clip on the inner stub. Most guys run a spring inside the cup, but I like having one on the outside of the shaft, but you can't lose it. Because I have blown that dust cap off and lost the spring before. Oh, now shouldn't get under a truck only on a jack stand, or only on a floor jack, I mean. So do as I say and not as I do. Now you're going to want to make sure this joint is in phase with your center joint. I want to say the stock shafts are splined with one fat spline, so you can only put it together the right way. But this chromoly one is fully splined, so I think you could put it together any direction, so it's possible to screw this up. So just keep an eye on your joints. Make sure they're phased at the same angle when you slide that together. Probably should have put the seal on before I did that. It's okay, we'll make it work. Peel out that thrust washer I was telling you about to space it out for using the straight axle shafts. The anti-seize on this guy, normally I break enough shit that I take this apart long before it has any chance to rust, but who knows, there's good parts in there, maybe I'm done breaking shit. I doubt it. These spindle nuts, everyone seems to hate them and can't figure them out. They're really, really simple. So you got an inner nut, it's got that little tit on it. That nut with the tit only goes on the inside, and that little tit goes towards the outside. I don't know if I've ever actually bought a Ford that someone else has messed with before, and that's been put together right. I think they've always been put together wrong, anything I've ever bought. So what I normally do for the inner nut is I snug it a little bit. Rotate this back and forth, shake on it a little, make sure your bearings are seated. I'm going to back it back off and just kind of run it hand tight. Never had an issue doing that. Next, I'm going to look in here and find that little tit I was talking about. And you've got your washer with all your holes in it. And you want to slide that in and make sure you see it go into one of those holes. If it doesn't lock in one of those holes, I'm not going to actually hold it tight. There we go, got lucky, hit it on the first shot. Normally you'll have to take it back out and either flip the washer over because it's offset, so your hole pattern will be different if you flip it over, or just tighten or loosen your inner nut just a little bit to get that hole to line up. Then the outer one is just a plain nut with no tit on it. If you can do it without cross-threading it, just thread that sucker on and go as tight as you can with it. Well, I'm sure this torque's better, but I go as tight as I can. I haven't had an issue. I should probably get a different set of hubs. Like I said, I machined a bit out of that, but I'm just going to stick these in here for now and it'll be alright. They'll just have a little excess end play, but I think it'll be okay.